Welcome to the Court of Fowl. My name is Richter, your court mage, always at your service, and welcome to the stream. How's everybody on a Friday? You guys all enjoying yourselves? And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think I was actually gonna be making it this stream today. I basically fucked up a little bit. So I have one of these things that's basically like a little rubbing alcohol dispenser. It was like one of those things with like a little thing on top where you push it down and then the alcohol comes out, so I can, get my hand disinfected and stuff. So I have one of these in my room, and basically I use it to occasionally just, get some alcohol in, rub the old hands, and then feel clean, right? So, I don't know what happened on this particular moment that I did not see how these events were going to unfold. So basically, I had my hand out right under the nozzle, and I was ready to push it down, and I was pretty much pressing down the nozzle, and I kind of just, alright, just casually and thoughtlessly pumped it, and then when I did, that little jet of rubbing alcohol shot out from the nozzle, hit my hand, and had enough force left over that it also bounced and basically sprayed onto my face, hitting my eye in the process. And up until now, I'm still feeling that lingering sting, that burn in my eye. So needless to say, if you see my one eye kind of just twitch a little bit, then you'll know that that's the reason why. Okay, so before we officially get things underway, though, I'm just gonna go ahead and refill my drink for a hot minute, so you guys take care of yourselves. My eye is okay. My one eye feels a lot cleaner than the other. Okay, so welcome though. Welcome Eve, Veronica, Isaac. Aw, thank you, Isaac. You're amazing. Okay, let me go. Okay, got my water, and I think we are ready to go. So let me just set up our screen. What I'm not sure is how it's gonna work when we try to, you know, when we try to set up Unreal. Okay, so let's go ahead and swap on over to the game. As you can see, we have this little demo project, which, as I understand, is supposed to be like just the general level editor, right? This is one of the samples that you can actually get from the Unreal Marketplace. So I'm gonna go ahead and just try to get a feel for what, you know, for everything by loading into it real quick. There's like a little play button here. Okay, so I'm starting off as a solid. Oh, wait, you guys can't see it. Chotto. I think I need to change that then. I don't think I can. I think I'm gonna need to go into like full desk sharing, maybe. Yeah, because I think it changes windows. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do some risky business and just you know, share my what do you call it? Share my desktop. So let me go ahead and just change things up. Yeah. Just double check that I'm not sharing anything that is how do I put it? Unrecommended. Okay, any other windows open? Okay. I think that's about it. Hide the Unsay-So wallpaper. No, I do not have an Unsay-So wallpaper. And I did have to did I disable Wallpaper Manager? I don't think I did, but it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Desktop capture. Here we go. There. Also, welcome Kiba and Mari. We are doing all right today. So this is the sample game. Apparently there's some little text here, consider changing, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, we've ignored that for now. Let's try one of these things. It's apparently loads a different level. Okay. Lyra is what? Yeah, that Lyra is the name of the demo thingy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's a game. It just goes straight into it. Ooh, Boddington. Don't judge my gameplay. We're here to develop games. Oh, that's my teammate. Ooh. Shift is a jump? Okay, that's weird. Ooh. Okay, so this is what you can do with the engine. Ah! Oops. Okay, I missed. Ooh, shotgun. Ah! Mother! Hello, Nito. Oh! Mutually assured destruction! What? What was that? Okay. Where is your game? I don't have a game yet. This is just the demo one. Okay. Ah! Okay. Alright, that's it. That's enough. Stop play in editor. Okay. So that one has a nice option. If we play it again, and then what do we pick for the first one? Hello, Unstable! Do I have a rough idea of what I want to do? A little bit. A little bit. Welcome, Unstable. Not exactly! I'm trying to be. That's what the goal of today is. We're gonna be trying to get our feet wet in terms of developing something that we'd like. So we're basically giving this Unreal Engine a little bit of a demo. Where's that shot coming from? They come from two sides. Oh. Okay, I suck at it. That's it. Okay, so that's a... Why am I upside down? Huh? Nani? Why is everything upside... Did I just spawn back underneath the... Oh yeah, I did. So when it exited, I kind of was pushed out of bounds. Yeah, that's what it looked like. Hello, Ifan! What you making? We're not quite sure yet. We were looking at... What I wanted to do was basically give the demo a try. And then let's see what else we can do in terms of like the actual like editor. So we can change projects now. So let's go ahead. Not the city sample. Let's go for a new project. So there are a couple of we can try first person, third person, top down, handheld AR, virtual reality, or just like a vehicle. I think it's like a weird thing. So let's try a top down view. Let's see. There's a genre that I had in mind. I did, but I don't know if or how doable that's gonna be. Ooh, they even have architecture and stuff, virtual production. Oh, this is the kind of stuff they use for, what was that? What was that series? Was it Mandalorian that uses Unreal Engine? I think it was. You guys can correct me if it was Mandalorian that uses Unreal Engine. And they also have these. Call it product configurator. That looks interesting. Are you gonna make an RPG? Probably something along the lines of my first impression is I wanted to make like a tactical RPG. But I feel like, okay, you know how you guys, how everybody has like a different way of learning. My way of learning is kind of taking things apart. I learn best when I can take something apart and then kind of just figure out what it does and then rebuild it. That's the kind of like learner that I tend to be. Also, my wallpaper. Oh no, my background's not sussy at all. This is just the VTube studio. But yeah, if you look, there's my wall. Here's my wallpaper. Oops. Oh, okay. So Unity just loaded up. Okay, never mind. We're good. There we go. Kinesthetic learning. Kinda, I guess. I think is that the term for it? Okay, so we have again, so we have this play testing thing. Okay. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's kind of the idea why. Like my first idea is, okay, I want to do this, but then I quickly did like start thinking about like, okay, I don't think that's going to be doable as a first project. So what I want to try to then is at least get a handle of how the engine works first, you know, and then from there it'll just be, okay, so we have here, for example, this is player start. So I'm assuming, I guess a dual project would be something short and simple. Yeah. Another thing I consider doing as like a first project would be like a side scroller, basically. A side scroller. That kind of thing, kind of like a Mega Man type of thing. There is a tactical RPG maker on Steam. Don't know how good it actually is, but it's there. I see. That's actually good to know, but I do kind of want to dip my toes into Unreal just because it's kind of an industry standard, you know? And I think we're gonna have to start a little bit further back then, if this is gonna be the case. So let me just put this over here somewhere. Alright, so I think I did see something called Paper ZD as like a good place to start. So I'm thinking, so if we're gonna do something like a tactical RPG, or sorry, it's like a side scroller, right? A side scrolling game, a visual novel. I do think that there are, how do I put it, specialized tools to make a visual novel. For example, I think there's something like RenPy, and I think there's also, I forgot what that other one was, but I do remember RenPy specifically as an engine specific that's made just for visual novels, that specializes in that, and that, you know, everything within that toolkit is geared towards making a visual novel as fast as possible. Tyranno Builder. Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. So yeah. And oh yeah, definitely RPG Maker was something that I had actually toyed around with before. Let me see if I can what do you call that? I think let me see if I can actually figure. Yeah, I remember I tinkered with RPG Maker in the past, but eventually I started realizing, okay, there's a lot of stuff. It's very restricting. Ow. And I think getting into something like this definitely requires a lot more planning, I think. A lot more, you know what? Hang on. Okay. So let's actually go through at it step by step then. Yeah? I think then Paper ZD should be in the store. Let's close this project. And, oh, go back to the Epic Games launcher. Let's look at Marketplace. Then let's look for Paper. Huh? Was it just one word? Yeah, here we go. So Paper ZD. So let's go. Let's grab this. From what I understand, Paper ZD is kind of like a framework where it makes it easier to, yeah, so it's a plugin. Yeah, it's more of a plugin that kind of includes a lot of tools that makes 2D animation easier to implement in what's this, in Unreal Engine. So there we have the Paper ZD now. Let me actually, let's go ahead and I'm gonna try to reference something on YouTube real quick. And chotto. Let's go to, so just to avoid, you know, what's this? Just to kind of avoid copyright stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and mute the YouTube stuff. That'll come out on stream. You guys have my background music anyway. That should be fine for now. Let me, okay, place this, let me pin the browser up top so I can still see you guys. All right. Okay. Hello, Torin. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead. Now that we have this, we can start with a new project, yeah? Oh, right. Relaunching the engine editor always kind of makes the, or at least initially, it made the whole thing lag a little bit. Let's make a, wait, can we just start like a new project? Oh, here we go. Yes, again, new project. Let's call this. Why don't you not a fan of programming? Not so much that, but for one thing, there was the recent controversy with Unity, and given the rather unstable nature of, oh, what if Unity suddenly starts doing this and that, I'm gonna keep my hands off of Unity for a little bit. You know, like programming isn't necessarily the problem, so to speak, because I'm down with that. We're trying to make an RPG in Unreal Engine. That's what we're trying to do. Did I see the WrestleMania kickoff? I missed it, but I did see the poster for the planned headliner over for WrestleMania this April. That got me pretty excited. Yeah, so that's the thing. So with Unity kind of being a little bit, I don't know, sus at the moment, I'm just gonna keep my... Are there two Richters on? Yeah, there are. Oh yeah, you're right, because my VTube studio is in the back. Rock joined Bloodline. Oh shit, that's interesting. First time, or have you made games before? I have not made anything serious. I have made like maybe a little demo or something in RPG Maker in the past. I've tinkered with Unity back a couple years ago as well, but I've never really been able to like make anything super definitive, like super functional, you know? Like the most progress I've ever made was like with RPG Maker. But I never got around to actually finishing it. So let's call this one, let's just call it Fowl Game. Simple as that. Let's start with it. Let's start the blue as a blueprint first. Rock has always been kind of fun as a semi-heal, so that's good. Oh shit, what is this? Nani? Landscape, 64 actors with physical materials need to be rebuilt. What do you mean? Oh. Okay. Oh. So this is our player start. This is, what is this? Lighting, skylight. Okay, that's a skylight object. This is the player start object. Yeah, it is a literal sandbox, isn't it? Okay. Oops. Alright. So what did the thingy, what did the video say? Okay, start with the project. Okay. Empty level. Okay. All right, let's save the level. Get a new folder called maps. Underscore 2D. Okay. So, for those of you who kind of want to follow along and want to know what I'm using as a reference, let me put this in chat on both sides. Actually, wait, I think I'll need to do this from the browser. So let me put that here. And let me put this in Twitch as well. So yeah, this is going to be the tutorial that I'll be following. So, you know, if you all want to give your hand a try at this, or, you know, go along with me as well, make this your own learning process too, then, yeah, at least that's something that you guys know. You know, I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on. And let's see how things proceed. Pin it? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Let me pin... pin, and then as well on YouTube, let's pin that. Bump. I just need to bump the message up because the heart gets in the way. Pin message. There it is. Okay. Well, trying to be, Turin, trying to be. Project. Starting map. Okay, editor map. Map 2D. Game default map. Map 2D. Got it. Pixels where? Oh, chotto. What did I miss? Oh. Pixel per unit. Huh. Okay. So 0.33. Got it. His tutorials are good, so you should be elite. Oh, thank you, Zero. Ooh. Okay, so now I have I need to download a, what do you call it? I need to go back to, wait, do I need to go back to the editor or? Do I have to say, okay, let me save this. And I need to go to, oh wait, there's a link. I'll just follow the link. Alright, see you, Turin. You take care of yourself. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully this all works out. And no, that wasn't it. 2D template? Nani? Legacy, where was this? Okay. Legacy fantasy. Okay, I gotta look that up. Okay, yep, I see it. Download. Save file. Okay. Next, I need to move files around. So from the downloads, Legacy Fantasy Forest, gotta extract that to its own folder. Then I need to put that into an asset folder. Documents. Where is Unreal Projects? File game. Wait, where are the assets folder? Okay. 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 Let's see. Okay. Where's this content? Paper assets. Put these in here. Okay, he's not too excited in the process. I am doing what I can. I don't think I've shown anything. Have I? Have I? Okay, so let's go view. Chotto, why is content drawer? Huh, I don't think you have. Okay. Good to know. How do I have it just look for stuff? It should be in there. Paper assets. Oh, no. Let's put that in the character. Move here. This one is now where we have to import the environment. Okay. Paper assets, wrong folder. Okay, that looks good. Huh. Let me open this. Oh, okay. Sprite actions apply to... Okay. So basically what we've done so far, just to kind of, also have you guys walk through, just to walk you guys through the whole process, right? For your own game later, how are you going to draw in any specific style, or maybe you want a 2D game with 3D graphics? My plan at some point, my plan eventually is to kind of create a game, right, with the kind of visual style that apparently is referred to as HD 2D. So basically something along the lines of, shoot, what was it called? What was that game? Tip of my tongue. What was that? HD 2D game. Recently had a sequel. Octopath. There we go. Jesus Christ, my brain was drawing a blank. It's the alcohol in my eye, I swear to God, guys. Squirting alcohol in my eye was the worst thing to happen today. Oh, and for those of you who came in a little bit later, I explained at the very beginning where... So I have this like little alcohol dispenser on my desk. I squirted a little too hard, and I kind of just splashed my face, and now my left eye is just a little twitchy and irritated. I've already flushed my eye out with some water, but it's still, you know, not quite the same. And I feel like it got all the way into my brain. Anyway, it's all good. My left eye feels cleaner now, if a little irritated and possibly dying. Y'all... Zero! Not like that. Not like that. No, they're not bad at all. Okay, so, yeah, so Octopath is kind of like the vibe that I want to go for, yeah? And also the upcoming Eiyuden Chronicles. So that's also one. Like I would say that some of my biggest influences as far as gaming goes, right, would be, one is the Suikoden franchise. I love the storytelling of the Suikoden franchise. The way that it encompasses the themes of war, but also kind of takes you down to the level of an individual that is clearly being impacted by this massive sprawling, conflict. So you want both 3D objects and 2D sprites. Yeah! I'll just love making it harder for myself. But that does kind of like make things a little bit easier, but harder in some ways at the same time. In the sense that I don't need to have as many like super like big 2D sprites and stuff. I can always have placeholder 3D objects to kind of, you know, it's easier to have placeholder 3D objects. Like, what's that block supposed to be? Oh, that's where the house is gonna go. Like, what's that round circle thing? Oh, that's where the statue's gonna be. You know? Like, you can use placeholder 3D objects a lot easier than trying to get, like, you know, a 2D placeholder sprite. It might just be the same, but I'm just deluding myself, okay? Yeah, give me a little slack, just in case if any of you caught that. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan, right? So my biggest influence is the Suikoden franchise. Final Fantasy VI is one. It's an amazing, amazing game. On the other end, there's also Mass Effect 2, specifically Mass Effect 2, because of the way that it paces. The pacing of Circle with a letter on it, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah. What's this? So Mass Effect 2 is one. I love the pacing of that game. It is easily, for me, one of the best paced narratives that you can get in a, in the video game space. Dragon Age Origins is also another massive, influence as well. Those are some of my top, favorite games of all time. But if we're jumping genres, there's going to be some other things as well, like Civilization or Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But if we're talking about at least from a kind of narrative standpoint, those four are, and also Chrono Trigger, of course. Chrono Trigger's in there too. Those five are perhaps some of my biggest. And let's throw in FF Tactics. That's also great. So it's those six. Let's not expand it any further for the moment. Otherwise, we're just going to end up going on and on and on and on about why I love those games and why I would like to one day be able to create something that has a similar impact, on people. So yeah. Civ is good. Gotta love Gandhi's nukes. True. Yeah, and it's fun how it just came out from a bug, yeah? So anyway, so going back to... What's this? Going back to what we're trying to do here. So what we're looking at right now is we just imported some 2D objects. Can I just dock this? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what we're trying to do, what we just did is that we imported some 2D, you know, assets, some sprites, basically, sprite sheets, specifically. So if you look at it, it's apparently not super suited for 2D. Look at the way that it kind of blurs, how it kind of blurs, you know, the whole thing together. It just doesn't look nice, right? It doesn't look good at all. So what we need to do is apparently apply a kind of texture setting to make it more what do you call it, to make it easier to, or rather not really easier, but like it changes the way that it views the 2D object. So if we can see now, it's no longer blurry, right? It's no longer super blurry. The textures actually look a lot cleaner and sharper. So these are part of the settings of the whole paper, the paper 2D thing. So we do that. Let's do that for all the objects. I think there might be an easier way to do this though, but we'll continue with the tutorial. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have to convert them to tile sets. Okay, create tile set. (32 by 32 is the tile size. No, it doesn't match. Oh, so this is 16 by 16. Eh? Alright, thank you, Veronica. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so we're trying to establish collision. Okay. So basically what we need to do, what we're trying to set now is the collision per box. And add box. And then we can view colliding tiles. So we can easily, much more easily, oh, not polygon. Box is what we need. Box. Polygon probably makes more sense for something that's not going to be, like when it's not going to be tile-based. When we're doing something closer to something like a pixel perfect, what do you call it? Like a pixel perfect 2D game. But that's not really what we're going for here. So we're just going to be going for add box. At least for now. Okay. All right. The bridge is also something that we need to do for the tutorial. Oh, this. Shift. Make a third-person game? No. What we're going to be doing for this is a 2D... We're making a 2D game. Actually, you know what? Let me put this here real quick. Or, wait, no. I'll put it here. I'll put it up top. And then, what I'm going to do is I'll insert this as a window. So let's change that, transform it. Transform to or reset transform. Let's do that. There. That ought to do it. This is going to be the tutorial that we're following. We'll put that down here as kind of like a reference. Looks good. And if I play the video, all right. Okay. Not really. You know, I put the link in there for anyone who might be interested in following along. It's more of a, hey, this looks cool, I want to try it out. Then I'm going to give you the means to try it out rather than just keeping it to myself. You know? Okay, so I missed a couple things. So we're going to go. But yeah. Okay, so we did that. Tile set. Create tile map. TM under stage. Am I streaming on YouTube too? Yes, I am in Stable. I am streaming to both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Which is where the other chats are coming from. Okay. Ah, yeah. To 50-50. Got it. Okay. Okay. And then the bridge. Then another platform. Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so we have the tile layer list. Okay. And also the reason I'm kind of going over it as well is because I kind of also want to talk through the process. Not always necessarily for everyone's sake, but also kind of like just for my own, because I need to kind of reinforce the idea as well. So basically, what we've done so far is that we've created tile sets, and we've kind of converted them into little 16 by 16 tiles, or broken them down into 16 by 16 tiles. And then after that, we created what's called a tile map using this particular tile set. So now we have a 50 by 50 grid that we're basically assembling a little map using this tile set here. Yeah, so what we're gonna do then as well is I kind of want to add as a little little thing. So let's do this. Oh, right. Okay, so we need to create another layer. Okay, so having dealt with Photoshop and stuff, I get this. Let's add like little... We're not gonna settle for just, plain old whatever's there. We gotta spruce it up a little. We can't just... I am not happy with just the default settings. Just following instructions. I have to make it pretty. And I have to make it, a little bit nicer. This is something I've always done, even back when I was still an old student. Probably keep watching a little more in case he talks. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome. I didn't get to catch that. Ah! Don't forget to name the layers. Yeah. Oh, chotto. Okay, so, oops, I missed a little bit of that. Okay, so we're going to rename the layers. So this one is the background that we're going to set in. Layer 1 is... what's the rename? F2? I don't have an F2. Base 1. Rename. Base 2. Okay. So the background, what was he saying? Phil. Right. Oops. Okay, how did I... Oh, fill tool. Just... Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, already rearranged. Save. Oops. You go back. What did he say? Okay, drag it out. Yeah. TM stage. Okay. Okay. Okay, so what's happening now is that now that we have the layers and we have the stage set up, right? So basically what we've done is we created the map where we created the tiles earlier, yeah? And what we did, and now what we're doing is that we're taking the stage that we created and we're putting it into the actual level of that we're making. So we're actually putting it into the map now. And because Unreal is generally a 2D engine first and foremost, it has X, Y, and Z coordinates. You know, the up, down, the left, right, and the back and forth orientation. So we're putting it down and then we're setting it to 0, 0, 0. So you can imagine it as like your location in a Minecraft game. Exactly. That's exactly why unstable. We have Unreal is first and foremost a 3D engine. Although it used to support, oh, I said 2D. Oh god, okay. Unreal is a 3D engine first and foremost. But it used to support 2D more, at least a little. It used to be able to support 2D to an extent. But in the recent versions, I think they actually removed support for like 2D. I did a few 3D art before. Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's basically it. We're just putting the map down and then we just have to set the coordinates for it. Okay. Okay. Condition. Wait, what did he do? I missed. Okay. Tearing. And a tile sheet texture. Okay, so this one. Okay, so let's do that. Condition tile sheet texture. Okay. Got it. Okay. Oh. Okay, I need to do, I forgot the thing here. I need to turn it into a create tile set. Okay, and then I need to, oh no, I need to change the, I think I might have to change this one a little bit later, but for now, we'll do the environments. I think we did that. Oh, okay, so he was getting to this one. Yeah. Let's do that just in case. Extract sprites. Oh, okay, it's a different thing. Oh, okay. Alright, so we need to, okay, change it into a grid. Because the sprites aren't all the same size. Just set, we need to set the grid size or cell. Okay. The Fine. Oh, you can use math numbers. Huh. Okay. It's going to be annoying if there are certain like sprite textures that don't line up the way that you want them to. Delete. Delete. Okay. What do you mean? Oh, if you're, for example, right, let's say you're working on a project and you're using sprites from other people, right? So you're using somebody's free assets and stuff. Sometimes they're not formatted in a way that makes it easy to extract the sprites out of them. So sometimes you need to finagle with the way that the sprite sheet is made, because not all sprite sheets are ready to use in a sense right off the bat, unlike this one. So for example, if we took a look at this, right? So we see that the sprites, basically, as long as you cut it up evenly according to the number of sprites you see per sheet, for say this is 4x4, you don't have to adjust anything. With some sprite sheets, especially if you're getting them like free, if you use a sprite as your pixel art program, you can just make a new file. Yeah. That's the thing. That's if you're making your own sprites. What I mean is, if you're, let's say, for example, you're playing around with, let's say, the engine, and you're just, you're just kind of getting a feel for it, and you want to use some pre-made stuff just so you can prototype quickly. Some sprites are not, made well. So you kind of need to fiddle with it and readjust like the framing of each sprite. So it's an extra step, but that's just something that because I mentioned that I used, for example, like RPG Maker before, and you can use, so it wasn't an RPG Maker, it was in, what do you call that? I remember when I was playing around with Unity a couple of years ago, and I wanted to just, get around to doing, what's this? I was playing around with the animation thing, and I was using some Mega Man sprites that somebody had just stripped, and I wanted to just use those Mega Man sprites to kind of get a feel for moving things around and getting the animations done, but the sprites weren't lined up. Like, it was like just an extracted sprite sheet that I had to like kind of remake the entire sprite sheet on its own, just so it could actually be usable. Sprite repository is annoying with how people format their sprites. It can be. It is, what do you call that? If only everybody like made sprite sheets that just worked. But, sometimes literally what people do is just they rip the sprites off as it is, and then, they what do you call that? They just post that. And I get it though, and I do understand also why, like, when you extract certain sprite sheets from certain when you extract sprite sheets from certain games and it doesn't seem like it works, is because they kind of went through the effort of, hey, the sprite sheet is gonna be like this, and that sprite sheet is tailor-made to be more efficient in terms of saving space. Because if you notice, like, for example, something like this, you look at this sprite sheet, right? You might think that, oh yeah, hey, there's a lot of blank spaces, but that's fine. But if you're looking at it from a perspective of somebody who's trying to, like, let's say, make a game for like the Game Boy Advance or something. What's that? I have not played the Yakuza series on the channel, no. I do get a lot of the memes though. It is super funny. Oh, I should have one of those, what do you call it? I should... I wonder if I should probably add that as like a little thing. Welcome back from the adverse and stable. I should probably put like a little thing on stream for like the ad counter. Probably should do something like that. Would be handy for the folks on the Twitch side. But yeah, I'm currently handling Fire Emblem 7 sprites, and I have to format each frame again. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Cause like, I get it though for the really like big game developers, and when they're developing something for a system that has a lot of like limitations in terms of space. Like, can you imagine developing for something like the Game Boy Advance, right? Where your cartridge space only has like so much, can only hold so much data. Where if you have a sprite sheet like this, the blank spaces in between is wasted space, because that's still gonna count towards the amount of data that's being held by the file. So at some point, if you're developing and you're going to be super efficient with your space, you're going to make sure to get rid of as much empty space as possible and keep your, oh no, sprite rippers don't actually take the sprite sheets out of the game most of the time. I mean, no, what I mean is in terms of like developing the sprites. Because if you're like, for example, you have like a file, because like there's going to be a sprite sheet file as well, isn't there? For something like if you're making a game, you want to minimize the space on that too. But yeah, that's going to be fun though. I can't imagine like the amount of effort that game developers back in the day had to, all the little tricks, all of the tricks they had to do in order to minimize the amount of storage that their files would use just to fit into a teeny tiny cartridge. The amount of like data that's stored like in a Game Boy Advance cartridge is sometimes it's hard to believe how some games can fit. And then you also start thinking about other games that take up so much. Take, for example, back in the day, game devs would just have less movement. Yeah. Like, and here's the thing, I feel like we're kind of reaching that kind of point again now. If you want to know, look up Mega Man 5 Waveman stage, mini boss Squid. Let's look at that. Let me put that in our little let's look that up on YouTube. Okay. Waveman. Oh wait, we gotta look at the boss. Mini boss Squid. Wait, what do you... Is that somewhere? Oh, somebody's just going through it. That's not the boss, is it? It's not this, is it? Sprite or resource should have it. Oh. Okay, so let's look it up. Okay. Mega Man 5. There's robot masters, enemies, and bosses. Let's look at castle bosses. Big pets disassembled. No. Nowadays, devs try to have bigger and bigger games. Yeah. Like, you guys have heard might have heard the news already, right? About Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out on multiple discs for the PS5. That it's gonna have like multiple discs again. We are going back to the era of having multiple what do you call it? Having multiple discs for a game. I don't think that's actually happened since PlayStation 2. Yeah, where is the... Okay. Power, Muscler, Robot Guard. Missile Bot. Sumatran? Don't see a squid yet. Yeah, they are usable. As long as you're able to like get the alpha out. Circling? No, that's not it. Mega Man 5. Dark Wily, enemies, Wily boss. Maybe it's in here. No, that's what we've seen already. Stages. Huh. They are super clean. Honestly. Back in the 8-bit era, they had to do so much with so little. And it's honestly just a showcase of how, you know, of how creative a lot of the older devs had to be just to kind of get the vision into a game. Like, how do you like just get those images on screen with how many colors? How many colors? 8-bit. Look at this. So this was all the colors that they had to work with. Generally speaking, 256 colors. Imagine having 256 colors to work with. Okay, let's go back though to our work. Oh, okay, I actually feel like I missed a bunch. I gotta go back. Oh, the properties. Okay, he was checking the properties of the sprite. Okay. Okay. Oh, easy to edit and work with. I see, I see. Okay, so he's just pointing out about the different properties. Oh, what did he say? Okay. Okay, so a flip book. Okay. Oh, okay. Add jiggle physics, yeah. So this is the idle. Okay, so flip book. Underscore player underscore idle. For then flip book. FB underscore player underscore run. Okay. Ooh. Okay, look at this. Our jiggle physics are a little... The run animation looks pretty sweet though. That's actually pretty sweet. Okay, so what are we doing next? Oh, we still have to make flip books even though they're a single frame of animation. Okay. FB player. Oops. Jump right. Okay, so jump rise. Not jump right, jump rise, rename. And then we make this one as a flip book for fall. Player fall. Got it. Look at that. I have not yet seen the new Apex Legends trailer. I haven't seen it yet. I've been kind of laying off Apex the last I've kind of laid off Apex for a bit. Oh wow, we're gonna be playing this thing at 5 FPS. Okay, so basically he's just talking about how many FPS each sprite will play at. They're adding perks. Oh, okay. And let's do the same here as well. Oh, no, that doesn't look right. Huh. Maybe 10. I think 10 is good, actually. Okay, let me set my idle frame. What if I set this to 10 as well? Too fast, for sure. 6? No, yeah, 5 I think looks about right. Heck, we could even make it slower. Yeah, I think actually 4. I might go with 4 for this one rather than what the tutorial says is 5 for a personal preference. Okay. New folder. Sprites. And then new folder. Flip books. Okay, so let's put the sprites away. Move here. And then the flip books, we'll put it in the flip books. Okay. And also be sure to play the next season because they're giving out free heirloom shards with a free legendary flatline skin. Ooh. I'll try to check out the new season when it drops. I am a little, what do you call that? Kind of, a little busy with a lot of things. Like, if I feel like, I'm kind of feeling like that if I want to play certain games, I kind of have to do it on stream. At least for the next weeks or so. Because work is going to be a little hectic. However, I am planning to take like a week off at the end of March. And maybe do a couple of, maybe do like an endurance stream. How do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? End of March, we'll have like maybe 5 days straight. It's either we do 5 days straight of just pure game development, or maybe we'll do 5 days straight of like games. Depending on how we go with this one, we might actually be able to like, you know, if we can like nail down a concept of what to make just for like a starter thing. If we're not like gonna continue this, maybe we'll make like another stage or whatever. Then, you know, maybe we can what do you call that? We can do that for what's this? For those 5 days in March. Because I'm planning to take a couple of days off and pair them up with some holidays. It's all fine. I mean, I have, you know, we all have our, what do you call that? We all have the things that we gotta do. In my case, I do need to kind of keep this full-time, what do you call that? Full-time job to do on the side. Being a court mage ain't easy, but it pays the bills. But, you know, hopefully one day, you know, if all of this works out, it's not going to be easy, but if it all works out, then maybe we can do this full time, either maybe game development or just streaming. Yeah, that's the goal. But, you know, the only way that's going to happen is if I keep doing it. So gotta keep streaming, gotta keep doing what you gotta do on the side. Try to balance it with whatever happens that you gotta do for the day job, but yeah, really, that's really how it is. There's no other way to paint it. Some people are able to do this full time, like they do it. It's the only thing they do. Some people, maybe they have the time, but they don't have the, like, you know, they don't have the health to do it. So they don't get to stream as much as they would like, even though they're not working like a full-time job. So everybody has to have their own struggles, you know? Mine is I have a kind of a 9-to-5 job that is currently, you know, paying the bills, but it does take up my time, and sometimes it takes up more time than I would like it to. So, you know, everyone has to work out their own struggles, yeah? But that doesn't mean I'm gonna quit this, or, you know, nor do I really want to. I want to keep doing this, but it doesn't mean that, you know, I'm gonna just stop everything and only do this, especially if I have bills that I need to pay. So, you know, just gotta keep our fingers crossed, do what we gotta do, maybe do a couple things to help, you know, make the content more appealing, and see how it goes. And I hope that your project works out too, Mari. Oh, we gotta make a new folder. So, hang on, content. Let's make a new folder called Blueprints. Folder. Oh, alright, thank you for the posture check and stretch. was nice. Okay. You know what? I'm also gonna get some water while I'm at it. Consider that as a free hydrate. Give me a second. I'll be back. Okay. I have the water, just gonna pour myself a little bit. All right. Okay. There you go. That felt nice. Okay, so we have blueprints. We're going to work with Unity's blueprint. So sorry, Unreal's blueprint. So blueprints. Chotto. Okay, yeah. So we need Okay, paper character. All right. Okay, so it has a sprite component. Okay. Player idle. Ooh. Capsule. Right, capsule half height. Chotto. Where's the capsule half height parameter? Oh, there it is. Oh, did he set it to 75? Oh, right, because we want to make it closer to the actual, as close as we can to the height of the sprite. Okay. And 25. He set it to 25 for the width. Okay, that seems fair. -2. Wait, what? What did I mess up? What? Oh, is it location? Transform location? Oh, it's the sprite that I needed to move. Okay, not the bean. Oh, okay, there we go. I got it. We have to move the sprite down further so that it hits the floor. Okay. Hmm? Minus 0.1? Okay. Okay, let's actually I kind of want to see this. Hey, Oliver. We are trying to do game development today. Okay, what's going on? Let's see. Uh-huh. Edit project settings. So we have like the tutorial that we're following. What kind of game? We're aiming for something along the lines of we're planning for something like Octopath Traveler. So that's kind of the vibe that we want to go for. Well, here's the thing about the menu and the things that you kind of quote need or don't need. Is that what do you call it? Is that it kind of comes down to there are options for you, and ultimately it really depends on like what tools you need. You might not need it for one project, but at some point you might need it for another. So that's kind of, you know, where that comes in, you know? Yeah. So what was it again? Project settings? Yeah, then we go for anti-alias. Then anti-aliasing method, none. None. We're not doing this for mobile either. Yeah, we want jagged lines. Bias 0. Okay. So none. Method. None. Shadow map. What did I miss? Okay, no ambient occlusion. We might have to change some of these once we start doing something. Once we're trying to get that effect from for Octopath. Wait, what? What did he say? Oh, okay. So add post-process volume. So 0, 0. Okay. Got it. So what we did is wait, what is the post-process volume again? What does it do? I'm not sure if I completely followed that. like I get some of the other settings we played with earlier, which is like kind of removing a lot of the 3D effects, things like anti-aliasing, which is supposed to kind of smoothen out jagged lines, but in the case of pixel art, we want jagged lines. Well, what's the post-processing volume? It doesn't quite explain what it is. Okay. We haven't even done any like controls yet. This is all just setting up objects on screen. Oh. What did you do? Okay, infinite bound. Okay, expand gamut. Okay. Okay. Tone curve. Okay, so as far as I understand, everything that we've been doing so far is basically just making sure that a 2D game looks as good as possible without the extra, you know, pizzazz and wow and stuff that a 3D game typically would implement naturally, but does not work for 2D. Usually you would do visual effects like these once you actually have some gameplay ready. Yeah, that would be like, yeah, because as far as like the post-processing stuff, I imagine it's something like playing in FF, like when I play FF14, or if I decide to choose like implement shaders, then you could have like certain post-processing effect, but this one is more of like granular within the game itself. Yes, Shark, we are trying to get into game development and seeing what we can do. Okay, we are kind of just trying to make everything look good now in 2D. Thank you, Shark. No, Mari, it's there, but good God, I have not had to force that redeem in a long time. Okay. Hello, Flame. Welcome. Okay. New blueprint class, game mode base. Oh, so yeah, so that we're gonna be trying to make a platformer just for kind of like learning how to set this up. So my understanding is that this blueprint class for platformer is basically like gonna be the rules of the game, the parameters under which the game functions. Okay, so open this. Default pawn class is BP player. Yeah. What? Okay, wait. Maps and project settings. Maps and modes. Oh. Okay, GM underscore platformer. Blueprints is what has all the coding and such within. I see. Okay, okay. Please read Zero's message earlier about post-processing. So post-processing volume lets you add on additional visual effects after all the rendering and all that. Usually you would do visual effects. This once you actually have some gameplay ready. Hence the name post-process. It's executed after the major process. It can still have a big effect on processing though. I see. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Shark. We're still giving it a go. We're still we're taking not even like baby steps. We're taking like fetus steps at this stage. Hello, Flame. I'm all right. I kind of accidentally got alcohol onto my left eye, so if it occasionally twitches, that's the reason. In case anyone has questions. I see. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the tutorial. Alright, what's it saying? Alright, setting up the platformer as the default game mode. Uh-huh. Okay, so this is where we need to create this specific blueprint class just determines what the main managers of the game are, what them are going to be, and what gets spawned, player control character. I see. So the GM, that particular blueprint class, essentially, as I understand it, blueprints is all the coding and such within, so you do not. Okay. So yeah, it's basically the main class, as I understand. It's kind of like the main class of the game, right? It's kind of that it is the set of code that operates at the highest level that calls in all the other things in order for them to do their work. Welcome, Prosto Cotillo? I don't know which one that would be in terms of pronunciation, but welcome. Hello. We're dipping our toes into game development today. Cotillo, okay, welcome. Yeah, we're dipping our toes into game development, specifically Unreal Engine and Paper ZD, to kind of make a 2D game in Unreal Engine. From there, hopefully, if we get this thing working, we'll start working our way towards other things as well. Kind of, it's the main spawner, but it doesn't have that much functionality. It can, though, if you choose to give it. Yeah, I see. Yeah. So we're giving it a go. We are taking literal little baby or even fetus steps because we're following a guide, which you can see is in the pinned comment by Cobra Code. If you want to like have a look at it for yourself, if it's something that you feel like you might want to give a try after seeing all of, the shenanigans that I'm doing. If you feel like, hey, you know what? This looks like it could be fun. Links in the pinned comment. Check it out. As Thor of Pirate Software put it, make shit. Go out there and make shit. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do now. And if I can pass on the message to you guys too, if you want to do it, go ahead. Just make something, even if it sucks. Because we're all gonna start sucking at first. And sucking is the first step to not sucking. Make sense? So yeah, we're that's kind of, hoping to get in there, make something, right? And I feel like that's a very positive thing, and I kind of feel motivated to do something, especially since a couple weeks back in November, I was supposed to actually do, like, I had set aside some time from work, like, so I had a couple days off. I had like several days off, and I was supposed to like do something, make a video about it. Problem was, I got sick for several days, and instead of spending the time that I had like booked from work, so that I could do this, do game development and make something, I ended up spending a lot of it in bed with a fever, going on, going off, and eventually, by the time I was feeling well enough, I didn't have any time anymore. I'm making something too, not right now. Yeah, that's a good thing, and I'm very proud of you. Very proud of you, Prosto. Or do you prefer Cotillo? I'm really proud of you too that you're making something. Everybody. I feel like it's everybody should try to make something. Because I feel like there is nothing like the process of making, what do you call that? Of making something? Like, it is, yeah, take your time, as Mari said. Like, it's good to, I'm okay with Prosto, used to, I see. Because I do feel like that there is a different kind of satisfaction you get when you take the time to make something. And it doesn't have to be something like a game or art or like, you don't have to be drawing anything, writing anything. Even simple things like, hey, you want to try cooking? You make a dish. You've made something. You've made a dish and you taste it and like, man, this doesn't taste great, but I made it with my own hands. I made this. And if you do it again, you're only going to get better. You learn from your mistakes. Did you watch any summary for Unreal other than this current video? Because it seems to explain to you which buttons to press, but not why you would. You might benefit from a video that explains what and why, even if it's really short. There is a video called Unreal Engine in 100 seconds where you just pick up a few info on how the engine actually works. You know what? I'm gonna take a note. I'm gonna put that on my little... I'm gonna put that down in my little notepad. And I will check that out. Maybe not necessarily right now, but I definitely will, because this is not gonna be the last time that we'll be doing game development on stream. I want to make this a regular, occurrence. Maybe once a week. If I feel really good about it, maybe we can do twice a week. But I feel that we're going to be doing this more often, and I want to make sure that this is going to be something that I commit to. And yeah, I kind of want this to be something that I do, not just, for you guys too, to have fun watching and we can talk about all sorts of stuff, but also with, just kind of, what do you call it? Also for myself to like get my hand into this. And this is something I've been wanting to do for like a good long time. And thank you, Mari. And I'm very, very, I'm very honored for you to say that, I am a motivator for you, and I hope that that I can do more of that to be able to get people to also think that, hey, you know what, maybe I can do something. Maybe I can write a story. Maybe I can draw something. Maybe I can just cook something, you know? Maybe I can make ceramic plates. Like, whatever it is, I feel like the satisfaction of making something with your, you know, with your own hands is a kind of satisfaction that is, you know, unlike any other. And welcome, Azzy. Welcome, welcome. I remember a book called CPP in 21 days. Is that C++ in 21 days? I have not touched C++ in a veritable decade, probably, or like a long ass time. It is just 21 years, maybe. C++, it gets you. There is a lot of things that you have to do yourself. There are a lot of resources maybe, but it's rarely the kind of thing where like the engine or like the compiler does things for you. But the amount of like flexibility and granularity that it gives you is there. I'm in a school that focuses on game design. We began using Unity and C#. C# is easier to learn than C++, and you can easier learn C++ or Java after understanding C#. Ah. If I recall, the main difference between C# and C++ is that it has a bunch of like stuff that gets packaged with C# that does not like get that isn't there right out of the box in the case of like of C#. Yeah, easier by comparison. Like the by comparison, it's kind of like saying, yeah, you know what? It's probably I can swallow a nail easier than I could a baseball bat. You know, like, yeah, sure, it goes on easier, but it's not easy. Yeah, like coding is, here's the thing. I kind of enjoy coding, but only to a certain extent. Yeah, don't eat nails. That was said as an example. Please don't eat nails or baseball bats. All right? That's gonna be... Don't eat baseball bats and don't eat the animal bats. Okay? Don't eat bats. Bats aren't... I don't know if bats are very safe to eat. Thank you, Shark. I hope it goes well, too. We're gonna continue with the video now and see where else we can go. Put yourself in the art section of Twitch because you're making a piece of art. Aw, thank you. But we gotta follow Twitch's rules. Okay. Thanks again, by the way. Really, the big thanks to Unstable and Zero for a lot of the feedback. Because, you know, it's really helpful. You know, I'm kind of coming at this just kind of almost unprepared, you know? So any bit of help, you know, I appreciate. Especially if it helps, you know, keep the ball rolling. And hopefully, you know, like we could maybe one day we'll look back on this time when the one with the sword. Yo, you mean Azzy, the mod? Azzy is one of the dear mods of this channel on Twitch. So Azzy has the powers to yeet you into the void if you misbehave. All right. On screen standing there. Oh, this one, the character. Oh, that's just the sprite that we're playing around with. You're working on your roguelite and Unreal? Ah. So yeah. Let's we can actually, I'm going to continue. Like I mentioned earlier, the link to the tutorial that I'm following is in the pinned comment. So if you want to give it a try, give it a try. If you want to just watch and let's just chit chat while we're doing so, then great. You know, you guys are basically all keeping me company while I learn. How long to develop a fully fledged indie game? A long time. A long time, I'll tell you that. Like, I've never fully finished one, but I can tell you it's a long time. Especially if you are learning in the process. Oh, that's a long time. If you already know, like, how to make a game, if you already have, like, the skills, if you know, the engine that you're using, you can do it pretty quickly. Like, you can prototype fairly quickly. That's what game jams do. For those not aware, a game jam is basically kind of like an event thing that people can set up where the entire goal is to make a working game by the end of it. Some people have game jams for like several days. So people will sit down, or, at least back then, I don't know how it works now, but like it used to be that you could go to like an event, you have your own, you bring your laptop or whatever, then you guys have your own setup, and you know how to make your game, you know what to do, right? And then like, all right, this is the concept, this is what we're gonna make, right? This is the, like you guys have the theme of what game you're gonna be making. You have like, let's say 4 days, 5 days, go, and then you do that, just that for those 4 or 5 days. You and whoever else is like on your team, ideally you work more than just, you have more than just one, or, more than just yourself, right? But sometimes, hell, if you're feeling like a champ, you can go ahead and you can do it. You can try to do it all by yourself if you already have like some assets that you want to use. Ideally, you kind of have your pre-made assets, and you have some like pre-made assets you want to work with. But that's kind of fun, Most game jams I've been in were only 1 to 2 days long, except Epic's Mega Jam. Ooh, really? Nice. But yeah, like game jam events can go on for, like they usually kind of like it's a burst. And here's the thing. Don't mistake the idea that that the game jams, like once they're done, that you have like a polished game. No. The entire point of the game jam is for you to start making a functioning game. Something that just functions. Is it optimized? Probably not. Is it polished? Definitely not. But you have a game that works, that someone can just pick up and play. And then the idea is that once you have something from the game jam and it looks good and it's promising, maybe you can develop that further. Polish it up, tighten the game a little. And then maybe after you do a little bit more, after you spend a little bit more time on it, whether that be in weeks or months or whatever, and when you're done, hell, that might be something you can publish, Do you know Danny Dev? It's an indie game developer Huh. The name sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. I'm guessing that if Richter begins to work on an HD2D tactical RPG with self-made graphics alone, 2 to 4 years? Bruh. Okay. Here's the thing though. Having a day job, that allows me to save money, and maybe I can work with a, with an artist. By the way, about publishing, how much does it cost to sign a game? As far as publishing a game goes, right? You can always self-publish. That's an option. You can always try to self-publish. Just maybe upload it to Steam or something. There's some other work involved, A game's not signed, it's always a risk. Steam, it costs $100. Oh, really? Wait, why is that censored? Why is that censored? What? Did you intentionally censor that in Stable, or was that something else? I don't know. Also, welcome Nana. Hello, hello, hello. Probably a link. Oh, itch.io. Okay. Got it. Yeah. You actually made it a link. True. I saw recently a video from one YouTuber. He was scammed when he got malware from a game from a friend. I see. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, publishing a game, you can always try to do it. You can always solo publish if you need to. Funny enough, I've officially shifted to game development. High five, Nana! High five. If you're interested, the tutorial I'm following is in the pinned link. All right. So yeah, we're trying to work on something, yeah? So, more of us in game dev. Let's go. Huh. Man, I think I need a lozenge or something. I do feel like Unreal Engine is the way to go. Could be. Yeah, like I feel like okay. I would say that depends really on, like, there are a lot of different, how do I put it, factors to consider. Okay, so I did consider something like, what was that one called? What was it? Well, how do you pronounce that? Godot? Godot? What was that? How do you pronounce that? If I want to make a small game and I want it to be free and put it on itch.io, how do I ensure people that it's not a scam? Because everything on itch.io is free, isn't it? Oh, okay. Godot. Got it. Cool. Also, welcome, Nito. Welcome to the stream. Do not forget, many bigger game studios have their own engine. That's true. What was the one that Square uses? Was it Crystal? What did they use? Crystal, I think, was it? 5% royalty fee or whatever if you're like $1 million. Ah. I see. I've been very much lurking and making food. Oh. Thanks. Thank you, Nito. And I'm glad and I appreciate the lurk. What was that? So where was that? What was my brain at? Right. So yeah, when it comes to the game engine will take a cut once you start earning a certain amount of money. Right? And that's kind of the reason why I also strayed away from Unity, because they had the intention of, like, charging X amount after it gets installed an X amount of times, right? And that can be a very slippery slope And just because they decided to like back away a little bit from it, I don't know if they what policy, how they changed it specifically, but I do feel like that I'd rather play it safe for the moment. Yeah, that was just this year. All right, Happy. Glad you enjoyed your lurk. You take care of yourself, Happy. Can't wait to see the game you're making. On the Game Awards? Well, we'll see. That's very ambitious. Very ambitious, but yeah. Fingers crossed, maybe one day. I use Live 2D and it's free, but it's not an engine, it's just a framework. Ads are over. Yeah! Sorry guys, the ads are... You know, the ads on Twitch kind of have to be a thing, unfortunately. Oh, what was dumb? Wait, I'm trying to think. What was it? Oh, yeah, the whole, what do you call that? The entire, like, a lot of the Unity thing. With the way that Unity was trying to handle the install base. Like, oh yeah, if it gets installed X number of times, and we'll totally have a way of figuring out if it's a troll install or not. And it's like, okay, sure, Unity, I'll trust you. I'll trust you in sorting out which installs are not, you know. The Unity cut does not really affect the smaller indie devs, so you'll not have to worry too much. Yeah, but it's more of like, you know, like what happens if somebody suddenly, like, if somebody is just deciding to troll and has a way to, like, mass install, uninstall. You know? B. I'm gonna say B. And, yeah, so it's more of like, you know, like, I know it's not gonna affect me as a small indie. But the fact of the matter is, I don't want to put myself into that kind of risk, you know? I'd rather not have to put myself through the hassle. It is rather complicated, but I will just say that it does not work like that. I see. Well, that's a little relieving, but still, I'm gonna play it safe, at least for now. And work with Unreal, at least. Okay. Now, let's actually get back to, what do you call that? The learning process. Right, okay, so he basically... Oh. Okay, so we have to delete this. And then we have to delete it. And then we have to insert... Oh, sorry, we look at the platformer. Chotto. What did I miss? Oh, player, we have to insert a player start. Got it. Okay. Wait, how do I view the capsule? Oh wait, maybe because I need to set the capsule component. Where are the parameters? Oh wait, shoot. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Now I can set this to 0. There, now we have the player start. Then let's put that